how's it going? I'm going to take you a run round the NW200 course. Where I live here in Northern Ireland has a road race every year, the same as the TT. It's formatted different to the TT, but at the end of the day it's a road race. It's ridden on normal roads like we're on right now. There'll be cars on them roads right up until the road's closed at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. There'll be bikes, cars, lorries, everything on it, just normal traffic. So yeah, it's probably, well, it is the biggest motorcycle event here in Northern Ireland / Ireland. So yeah, I'll take you a run around it here. These guys here in front, they are French. I just was up close and I seen his number plate, so with an F on it, so that's, I'm going to guess it's France. So yeah, people come from all over the world to see this road race, as they do with the TT. So I'll leave you here now, and when I get to the start finish, I'll bring you back on. I'll start commenting again, or when I get to this live bike riding and vlogging carry on is not as easy as you think. My head just goes blank. Yeah, so I'll bring you back and I'll do a commentary as I start riding around the course, and you can see how the course is laid out, all the different chicanes, and go and watch some NW200 videos. I'm sure there's lots of race footage on YouTube. Some really great tight racing. It's ridden, as I say, the difference between the TT is they're let off at intervals of 10 seconds, so it's a time trial as such. And with that, yes, you do get a bit of racing. The racing is tight in time, and you do to a degree get racing when there's, one person's catching another person and they're needing to get past. There's a bit of racing goes on there, but the difference in the Northwest is it's a mass start, just like any normal, like a GP or a World Superbike. It's a mass start. They're all racing and jockeying for space going into that first corner, and the really, really tight corner, which is I think it's the third corner. I think's York Corner, you call it. It's more than 90s. It's probably like a 120-degree left turn or something like that. So yeah, that's the difference between it and the TT. So you get real tight racing. The bikes, yeah, slipstream a lot. They're geared completely differently, apparently, at the Northwest than they would be in the TT, because of the longer straights. Quite a long part of the courses, or quite a lot of the courses, large straights. So I'll probably turn you off here now, and I'll bring you back on when I get to the course, because this is boring. This is Coleraine. This is the main shopping town in the area, so you've got Coleraine, plenty of bikes going about at the minute. It's great to see. The weather really helps. Every time when it's bad weather, I feel sorry for the likes of these guys here that come all the way from France to camp, and the weather's stinking. It has happened, and on an odd occasion, when it's rain. There's one year in particular, it rained hard all the whole day, and there was a crash, or a biker crash, or a racer crashed, and oil went all over the course, and they had to stop the race for the day. So people like us here's come all the way, and unfortunately this guy here in front of me has an Isle of Man helmet on. That's an RA helmet. I think only RA do them. I don't know if you probably won't be able to make that up, even if you get close to him. So he's, well, I don't know if he's been to the Isle of Man or not, but he must like road racing. Although he's not got luggage with him, so they must be camping somewhere else. At least, yeah, unless he's travelling extremely light. See if I can get up on him here now and you'll see it. There you go. Oh no, it's actually a Bell helmet. That's a sticker he's put on the back of it. No, it's not actually a sticker. It's got the Isle of Man legs on the side of it, so Bell must have made a helmet the same as RA did. So we're approaching here the really old course, like I don't know how many years ago it is, but they used to come in down past university and come in here where this corner I'm approaching now, and they would go over the bridge here. So they would come down this road on the left and then cut up in here where we're cutting in now around this bridge and down this road to the roundabout. And then they cut that out. I don't know why, but it's before my time. I'm 50 and I've been coming to the Northwest 200. Oh, we moved to this area when I was 7. I've missed one Northwest 200 because of being sick in my entire life. And of course, because of COVID, it didn't run for a couple of years. So that's the only time I've ever missed the Northwest 200 in all my life that I've been living in this area. Oh, a fly just got into my helmet. Get out. So this is us approaching Ballysally roundabout. And we'll be heading here. They actually go the opposite way around the roundabout when they come in, which we'll do later when I run around it. And boy, wasn't happy. They'll come out of there. They'll have gone round the roundabout the opposite direction, like I said, and they'll come up this road here, flat out, all jockeying for position. Oh, all jockeying for position, and they'll come into a chicane here up ahead. You'll see it up above the guy there in the gold wing. If you can see above my right shoulder. You're approaching this. They're into a hard braking, and they added these chicanes, I believe, due to Robert Dunlop's accident. This corner used to be flat out. They would go around this corner, I believe, flat out, and he went off and into the field in the left. So, yeah, they added this chicane in here. You can actually ride round it if you wanted to there. So they'll go in there into that chicane and come out here. Robert, he went into that field. So then when they come out of that chicane, they're flat out. Again, it's really good tight racing. They'll be flat out coming up here. These here scaffoldings are for the TV crews that televise the races, so you can actually watch it on BBC Sport NI Live. So if you're wanting to watch the racing live on Saturday, you can log in there. I believe I think it is BBC Sport NI Live. You'll get the Northwest 200 live on there, and you can watch it all day on TV. They actually put it onto some of the big screens. So this is us coming down into the next chicane. They'll be coming down here. Again, because this road's so long and they were flat out, they'll do, superbikes will do over 200 mile an hour now. So they were coming down here, like racing flat out, so they decided to put another chicane in to slow them down, give them another overtaking opportunity. So it makes for good racing. So they come down here and they go into this chicane here, into the left. It's a really tight wee chicane, as you can see. It's a tight wee angle in, excuse me. And then they come back out here, and then it's hell for leather down to Metropole here. So they'll be heading down into Metropole. Again, they'll probably be not far off flat out down here, or top end, top speed. So I'm going to guess it's going to be busy today. The weather's bringing people out, which is really good to see. The area, this event brings a lot of money into the area. A lot of people camping, bed and breakfasts everywhere. It's a seaside town, so Portrush. Well, Ireland as a whole is obviously an island, so there's beaches everywhere. So Portrush is a seaside town. With a few amusements, not really parks, but amusements, arcades in them. Yeah. A popular holiday destination for Northern Ireland. This is where I'll be watching the racing on Saturday, up here where that scaffolding is. So they'll be coming down here flat out, braking, trying to overtake and jostling for position, and then they'll cut left here. This is Metropole. The French guy's wanting to get up with his mates there. Nice Ducati in front of us. So, they're going left too. So yeah, well, they come in here and then they cut left. This is Metropole. So when they come here, and where you see that church up ahead, this is where they turn. So usually a mini roundabout. There's usually a mini roundabout there as well back at Metropole, but all of this road furniture is all removable for the northwest. As you can see, all the footpaths and curbs are painted for the northwest to help the riders gauge where the curbs are. So they'll come in here, and again, we'll have to abide by the road rules and go round the roundabout, but that roundabout's not here on race day, and they'll be cutting tight. They actually have a wee humps. See them yellow lines on the road there? I don't know if you can see them yet. They'll have wee humps on the road there to make the corner harder for them. And last year, I think it was last year, Lee Johnson went straight into them bales and broke his leg. So unfortunately, he's still not in the Northwest 200 this year. He's still having issues with his leg. I think he's actually got a cage on it at the minute. So anyway, coming up here, this is Blacks Hill. We're coming up. So they come up here. We're on the coast section now. This is a scary corner. Like, they're coming up here flat out. Imagine they're coming up here and just trusting their bike, their wheels, the tires, and they're cranked right over. And there has been people that's went out over that hedge in all the years of the Northwest. You can see there's just things on the curbs to stop them hurting themselves if they do crash out over it. come down here. This is beautiful. I'll get the drone up and we'll do a wee bit of drone footage here of the area, but this is, you know, stunning. I know I live here, I'm a bit biased, but on a day like today, in the atmosphere of the Northwest 200, there's nothing like it. TT can match it, yeah. We were there last year. If you've watched any of them videos, you'll see the weather was fantastic at it too. So they're flat out down here again. This is just a big straight with a couple of kinks in it. But then they come into another chicane here. They put another chicane. This one's been here quite a while. It's been here as long as I've been coming to the Northwest, I think. Nice Ferrari over there. Whoever that is owns that apartment. They always have nice cars. It must be a car dealer or something, because there's been Lambos and Ferraris and Porsches and all sorts of things parked there. A nice Bentley in there too. Quite windy today. You get a strong left hand wind there, which would make for interesting racing. This is us. Sorry, that's the, I've missed it there. Back there. I'll bring it a reverse back, and we'll go and that's the chicane, Juniper Hill chicane there. And then they come out of that chicane and they come flying up here. I'm enjoying the scenery too much. They come up this corner, and this is them come up to the finish line. They'll come out up this corner, the top of the crest of this hill, and then they cut sharp, you know, fairly sharp left, and go down into the finish line area. Which is also a chicane during the race. Again, they used to just, I think, just go straight on, and they added that in at some point in time. Most people are aware of there's a lot of bikes about, so they tend to stay in, but this boy, oh, he's being a bit of an idiot. Oh no, sorry, he's not. He's being because of walkers. Oh, Stephen. I need to get by this boy here. Let's see. Oh, you need to be careful. Lovely, thank you. So this is us. There's the chicane in there. So that's the finish line in there. They'll cut in there, and we're just approaching the start line actually, and you'll see all the grid positions as we get further down here. This is all like a runoff area during the race. If they don't make the chicane, they can cut in here, or if their bike's not working properly, they can cut in here as well. Quite a few bikes about. Oh, go ahead. There you go, that's the grid positions here. This is the start line here, the front, and they go hammering down there, flat out. They come flying down here. Cranked round this corner here. And into this left. And then this is a great spot, I believe. Well, back at Black's Hill is a great spot as well for taking photographers like it, because as they come over the crest of the hill here, the front wheel's usually off the ground, so it's a good spot for photos. And they're cranked over as well, so Black's Hill is the same. If you see some photographs of Black's Hill, they crest it, where I said where the riders go off over the gorse, the yellow gorse. It was a Black Hill, that corner there, because they're cranked left, and then they're trying to lean to the right to get around the next corner, and the wheel's usually off the ground. That's one of the main grandstands. So we're coming in here now to York Corner, and as you'll see, this is quite a tight left here. So you're coming in here flat out, and you're needing to crank over and get left, and again, that's the start's just up there, and they're all jockeying for position here. That's tight. And then they come flying up here towards the Mill Road roundabout. Again, it's this roundabout and the one at Ballysally. They go around it the opposite way. We have to abide by road rules, so we'll actually go to the left here. But as you can see in the chicane, you'll see in the chicane. Let this guy in. Go on ahead. So they'll come up to this roundabout, and you'll see the yellow marks in the road. There, you see the yellow marks. They go around the opposite side of the roundabout and then come in, cut that way there. And this is us down towards Station Corner. Again, flat out. This is the fastest part of the course now. Superbikes can reach over 200 miles an hour coming down here. Once they crank round this corner and they get round Station, and Station's a flat out corner. You need a set of balls on you to cut this corner flat out. It's that is scary. Has to be like 200 miles an hour, and you also have to remember 200 miles an hour. Like, it's quite windy. I'm getting a wind coming from my right hand side here, sort of 2 o'clock. I can feel the wind coming, so it's coming towards me. And you're 200 miles down here, and I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's humps in the road, you know, the undulations of the road, and you'll see them. The wheels will be off the ground, and they're trying to keep speed and keep, you know, the wheel down at the same time, and racing a guy right beside them, you know, trying to overtake them. You get a lot of slipstreaming goes on down here too, as you do in a lot of the straights in the course. So they'll come down here, and like, this is the corner. They're cranked over here. You can see the tire marks there as they're losing, you know, the back wheels spinning up, and you'll see it along here. Like, all these wee humps, they're only small humps because we're only doing 60 miles an hour. But when you're traveling down here 200 miles an hour, these humps are big humps, and you're trying to keep control. So that's why the suspension is all set up completely different for the Northwest 200 compared to, say, the TT or a track for that matter. You don't have these humps to deal with. And as I say, as you can see, there's traffic all on this road. We're able to ride on it, and you'll be able to ride on it right up to 5 to 9 till the road closes. Look, there's crap on the road there now. All needs brushed. This is a big hill here. Actually, there's only a small hump there, but again, you're doing 200 miles an hour. That's the front wheel off the ground, a foot or 2 foot off the ground, you trying to hold it. And they're coming down here, I think it's this bit here where their maximum speed. So you'll get the speed trap down here. And that's us coming into Coleraine again. We're coming into Ballysally roundabout. But we've a wee bit to go yet. So this is them coming into the braking zone here. So really sharp 90-degree left. You cut on here. This is a great overtaking point here because they've slipstreamed the whole way down there. Out over this hill. And again, they're coming down here and they'll cut right at the roundabout here. They'll go round right. We have to go left, but they go right round the roundabout and then come out on the other side and go out the road just the same as we're about to do. So I think these guys actually wanted to do a run of. They'll come round the right hand side there. They'll be flying up here, flat to the mat, slipstreaming like mad before they get to the chicane here. Flat out. Well, not even, you can actually go into the chicane here, but it's always tricky because the exit's right on the corner and there's that much traffic on the road today. I'll not do it, but you can do it in early morning. You see there's no barriers up, you could actually go in there, but you see the exit's just there. As I say, that's where Robert, he went off into the field and that's why they put that chicane there. They were going too fast for that corner. Again, that was a flat out corner back in the day. So they're coming up here. Again, some of the racing's class, like they maybe overtook each other a couple of times now. Somebody will slipstream and they'll overtake, and then that person will get the slipstream and they'll overtake. You see that all the time. So they'll be coming in here hard on the brakes now for this next chicane. Macroboy. Don't think you can go in it, but I think if the cone's out. Have they? Yeah, you can go in it. So you can get around it. And they'll come out here. So I'll need to make sure there's nobody behind me. Oh, there's a car there. I can go on out. So they'll begin coming down here. Top gear again. It's downhill. Big wide road. They're all plenty of room for them. I've seen many times, maybe 6, 7, 8 bikes coming down here, maybe even more. So that's the course. That's where I'll be staying tonight, and where that scaffolding was at there. You get a good start tomorrow morning, not have to worry about the traffic, because this place will be bunged tomorrow morning.